Not even, it's still morning. It's like 11, almost afternoon. Good afternoon, beautiful people. Today we will be continuing the tufting. We are tufting for a friend of mine who owns a restaurant back in Indonesia. So we are making the rut today. This is the caricature of his restaurant. Yesterday we got the black hair done, and today we are aiming to finish the red background and also the white face fill. So yeah, let's hope the stream's gonna be fun today. Hopefully you guys learn something. What? I don't know where to put the lights. There we go. So yeah, welcome. Always questioning where to start. Start with the white. Also, maybe it's a good idea to plug in the tufting gun. And before we tuft as well, it's a good idea to do some cleaning of the equipment. So I'll be back, chat. Give me a moment. Give me a second. I'll have to look for a brush. And the oil is on the other side. So let's get rid of this first. Let's take out the yarn. Almost stuck there. Hey Rink, what's up Rink? Hey Grafi. Hoe gaat ie? Ik ben nog bij de kapper. Nu kan ik niet kijken. Is goed man, is goed. Ik zie je later. Hoe is het Rink? Alles goed? In plaats van naar de kapper gaan, kan je ook hier komen. Dan kan ik ook je haar knippen. In plaats van dat ik de tapijtjes gaat knippen. Lekker man. On my way. Oh nee. Oh nee. Ook best wel een reis. For the ones who know tufting, a lot of microfibers get stuck in the cloth. So it's also important to clean your materials. And right before we start, we're going to oil up the machine so it doesn't overheat. Is goed man. Spreek je later. Bye bye. There we go. We're going to put some oil on it. Just a lot of people over oil this, but 1 dot is more than enough on each piston. Kind of like bike chains. Bike chains also need a little bit, never needs a lot. So never over oil the guns. And now it should be properly oiled up. Just checking how everything is. Make sure the gunk is out. Leuk om te zien. Een gezicht bij de stream. Bij de stem. Nice man. Is het de eerste keer dat je mijn gezicht ziet? Nee toch? Want meestal bij mijn streams doe ik ook een facecam erbij. Jawel? Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Dus je volgt me niet op Instagram, Rink? Nou, welkom. Nice to meet you. The Flash. Okie yokai in the Flash. Nu gaan we de yarn door de naald heen halen. There we go. Is always the most annoying part. This happens a lot as well. Like the yarn sometimes shoots out or gets stuck, and there's always a moment where you have to redo this. So first steps that we are going to do, let me adjust the camera. We are going to outline the harder parts first, and then we're going to do the eyes, and then we're going to fill it by going vertically. So yeah, let me make some space. There we go. All right, here goes nothing. Enjoy, chat. Like I said yesterday as well, for those who are familiar with this kind of stream, I won't be attending the chat, so keep yourselves company with each other. If you have questions, I'll answer them the best that I can. Of course, that has to go wrong. There we go. I always like to leave some space between the colors so that the next parts of carving will be a little bit easier. But it's always a trick because sometimes it's too far, and I'm always afraid that it wouldn't be enough. That's just my paranoia. There we go. And the next one, let's make sure there's enough white here, but not too much, because it's too small for two. This is quite thick right now, so we over tufted that area, which is okay. Not the worst thing. There we go. Here and in the middle. Always very satisfying when you can do long lines. Spreek je later, Rink. Doei doei. Okay, the top piece of the hair. This one we can go in one line, which is fun. Very good. Now this piece of hair. And brown here. Okay, so now we've got the general face outlined. I'm gonna check the back if we're Gucci. Looks like we are. Maybe over tufted the white hair on top, but that's okay. Better over tufted than under tufted. We can always cut back afterwards. So this part right here is very dense. Gonna see if we need to pull some out right now or later. I think it's fine. We leave it. We leave it. Worst case, we cut it afterwards. Now we go around the eyes. At times, excuse me for the heavy breathing. Not sure how much you can hear of it, but the mic's quite close. All right. Instead of doing this one, I'm going to do this one because they're similar. Always like to have the experience in there whilst it's fresh. Anybody in the chat has tufted before? I know I can't see it, but I thought I'd ask the question anyway, so you can discuss amongst each other. I also tried a different category on Whatnot to see how that impacts the stream. Instead of Pokemon cards, I put handcrafted hobbies in there. Here we go. Both eyes are done. Now we're going to do the nose. A lot of people swear by not tufting downwards, direction-wise, which I tend to agree with because it's harder to see where you're going. But honestly, like if you just turn your head enough, tufting downwards is possible. And you also have to make sure that the weight of the gun is not making you going any slower or faster, because that's also important to keep the same speed while you're tufting. All right. Now the lower eyelids, which is also a task. There we go. And to the right. So here, for example, we can tuft downwards because it's going in my direction. And I'm kind of countering the weight with my left arm upwards. So I can see like where the gun is going to go. So yeah, I'm not sure what you guys think. For the tufting experts out there, let me know if I'm talking smack, because I'm also quite new to this hobby. Yesterday we had people from the States coming in, which was pretty surprising because it was like 6 in the morning in the States. It's funny because in the part where I said tufting downwards is no problem, I actually made a mistake. So we're gonna grab a fork to get that out. There is a specialized tool for it, but you know, we are doing it DIY with. The rest of that seems fine. I just want to get that part closer. And this as well. Right here. So when I'm back in January, what I want to focus on more is Pokemon rugs. So I want to do like big Charizard rugs, Blastoise rugs, things that are funner to make. I have another order coming in from a friend of mine where we're doing a cat, which is going to be very cool. If I say so myself, very excited about that project. Also very nice that I get to work on that with her. It's going to be a sort of a mosaic version of her cat that she had as a child, or childhood cat, childhood pet, so to speak. So very sentimental piece. Glad to work on it. Very glad to work on it. Here, we want to get a little bit lower. And up. That fixed it. Okay. Now we are on to the next part. Quickly check if everything's okay. I'm gonna grab a chair for the next part because it's a bit low. before my back kills me. What I like to do with white is, because it's hard to see at times, to after the tufting process is to go over it with a light on the back, so then there's like a little bit more contrast. That way you can also see if you're missing like a few spots, which is always tricky because you don't want to overfill it, you don't want to fill it too little, which in the beginning was, yeah, I mentioned it yesterday as well. It's one of the hardest parts about tufting, like knowing the distance between the yarns. And ultimately, the answer is whether you're using a singular yarn or a double strand. I've opted, or I've come to the conclusion that I like the double a lot better. It's just less time consuming, I believe. I mean, all of this is time consuming. But it's just less time consuming. I have a feeling by the end of the stream we'll be done with both the background and the face. So I'm looking forward to how that looks from the front. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. We're going to check with the light to make sure that there are no like empty spaces. And then afterwards, once that's checked, quality control check, that is, that we can glue the back and move on to the next piece. What's up? 4 people in the chat. I think I see Gwenny. What's up, Gwenny? How are you doing? How are you doing? We're tufting again today. Glad you're in the chat. Hello. For you who just came in, or I don't know how long you've been there, since I didn't press the chat and I was focused on the rug, we'll be trying to finish the face and the background today. So let's see if we make that. This light on the front of the gun really helps with seeing the white against the white cloth. There is something behind here that is hitting the yarn. I want to go this way for that part, just to fill it up. Okay. Oof. I think I double tufted that one, but that's okay. Just go a bit further on the next one. Should be fine. Always satisfying when you have the long lines. As I look over to my left, I saw that one of the yarns, the white yarns, is almost running out. So we're going to have to replace that one soon. Very soon, maybe one more line. Let's see if we can get two in. That would be amazing. We can maybe get three, guys. Three for the win. Three for the win. Three? Yeah. That's three, officially. and it got stuck, which is fine because we need to change it anyway. This Connor. Hey, Illustrations, what's up? How are you doing? Let's move the lighting on this side. I find out what was wrong with me, like why I was so sick. Why are you so sick, Gwenny? Why were you so sick? Did I say sick? Why are you so sick? Tell us why. Are you still feeling sick? Wat is schilderklier? Schilderklier? Zeg ik dat goed? Schildklier? Schildklier. New word for me. Don't know what that is. I'm afraid these two are not the same color. Ooh, that would have been drastic if that would have been the last. So we ran out of white, and the other white is finished. So what we're gonna have to see, chat. Well, we have different colors. They're slightly off, right? Let me search the English word. It regulates your hormones. Not nice. And mine works slow, which causes a lot of problems. You see, the whites are slightly different. Ooh. There we go. That's better exposure. Just slightly, but enough to cause a headache if we use them. So glad I caught that. So we are going to spool this one onto the other one, and I'm going to show you how we do that. It would bother you, yeah, for sure. Not as much as you're going through right now with your hormones, I heard. But I hope that gets fixed. Is there a way to fix it, or with the doctors? Have you talked about it with them? Okay, how we're gonna do that? We got this wonderful tool right here, and I'm gonna show you there. We're going to place the tool here as such, and we're gonna tighten it down if it allows us to. Tighten it down this much. I've never done it on this table before, so it might not become tight enough because this table is a lot smaller than the other one. Yeah, I started medication for it, hoping that it would fix it, but it's a problem my mom, grandma, and great-grandma had. You didn't self-diagnose, right? That's always something to get a third, fourth, fifth opinion on before you start getting hormone pills. We're gonna use a stack of these to make sure that it's, yeah, big enough. The table is big enough for the clamp, so it's not clamping. And we knew that I would get it since the numbers were off already, but not alarming yet. But at least time I got blood drawn, they were alarming. Oh, yikes. Well, that doesn't sound too nice, Gwenny. I hope that gets fixed soon. I guess it takes some time, but beterschap, Gwenny. For the ones in the chat, give Gwenny some love. She's always here in the chat, even though at times she's not feeling so great. Hi, Lemoon. What up? I had a lot to lose. That song is stuck in my head because everybody on social media is using that song. Do we know it? All right, so this is how this works. There's a thing that we hold here, and this one would like turn it so it would go onto the other spool. This way we are able to have a double strand. Mr. CJ, what up? How you doing, my man? How are you doing? You spin my head round, baby, right round. There we go down, there we go down, down. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the orders were not switched with somebody else, because I got Japanese cards and also Riftbound cards, which I assume was the extras. But yeah, it wasn't the cards from the break. I thought maybe you mixed it up. Here we go. We continue to spool because we need a little bit more. I think that's enough for the white that we have. So here we go. Bam. We're going to use this on the right side. This one right here, we're going to take off from this thing. You head round, baby, right round. There we go down, there we go down, down. And we can take this off as well. Anybody play a musical instrument in the chat? Back in high school, or are you learning it currently? I play guitar. I play drums. Not the best guitarist in the world, but I do play it. You mixed up the break cards a little. The Japanese were extra for you, maar moest nog wel even een stapje van de boxbreak bijzitten eigenlijk. All right. No problem, no problem. I mean, it was also not anything from the box break anyway, so not a big issue. We'll let it slide this time. I was hoping for the Komiya Hypno, though. There was a Komiya Hypno bulk that came out of it. I think it was even a reverse Komiya Hypno. That one would have been cool to have, but yeah, next time around, shit happens. It happens. All right. My bigger issue would have been if somebody else was expecting the Chinese or Japanese bulk. But since that didn't, then it's fine. Okay, we are moving on to bleeding white lines. We need to put this second. The question is, do we have enough red? Then, oof, I'm afraid we don't have enough red. Do I have one more red? Laat maar zitten. Laat maar zitten. Maakt niet uit. Maakt niet uit. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't mixed up with somebody else's order. If it's not mixed up, then let it be. It's fine. Completely a-okay. Okay. What do we do about this? Decision. To make hard decisions. I'm afraid this is not going to be enough to fill the red. And the question is, do we risk it? How much black did we use yesterday? No issue, man. No issue at all. Orange. Orange might be fine. Verder gaat het goed hier. Ik zit alleen een beetje te twijfelen, want dit moet rood worden. Maar dit is de enige rood die ik heb en ik ben bang dat het niet is. Dus ik zit even heel erg na te denken van wat gaat worden. Ja, of oranje. Twijfel man, want het moet rood zijn. Dat is het probleem. The question is, risk it or just like wait. So it needs to be done Friday. Fuck. Wait. This is classic ADHD brain. That you just don't think about materials. Okay, how much black did we use yesterday? Where are the black spools? Okay, I'm gonna look in the previous stream of how much black we used. Let's do some investigative work together. The previous stream will tell us how much percentage of the spools was used. I mean, of course, I can do it based on weight, but yeah, I'm a visual learner, and I don't really know how much weight of yarn is used. So we're gonna go through the previous stream using investigative work. Sherlock Holmes. Ja, en de brand color van die restaurant waar ik ervoor maak is ook rood. Dus dat zal wel raar zijn als het oranje wordt. YouTube, and we look at yesterday's stream. We look at yesterday's stream. Oh no, that's current stream. That's the current stream.
Keep yourself entertained in the chat.
Keep yourself entertained in the chat. Okay, double lines here. Outline of the hair is done. Which is a and another one. How's everybody doing in the chat? Say hello. Okay. All right. And then at the end of the stream, here is a little bit too far apart. I'm trying to figure out a shot because I'm covering most of the yarn. So there needs to be a shot where I like step away from it. Lekker bezig nadat deze gevuld, of is het dunk? Because this is, can focus on tufting then. Okay. So that was the end of the stream. I think it might be fine. I'm gonna risk it. Ik moet wel zeggen, het verwerken van de diagnose valt me zwaarder dan verwacht. Ik mag nu namelijk geen zwaar lichamelijk werk doen, waardoor ik qua werk vinden weer teleurgesteld ben. Daar moet je niet teleurgesteld voor zijn, maat. Helemaal niet. Je moet naar je lichaam luisteren. Zo is het soms. En als het niet kan, dan kan het niet, toch? We need to do what we're capable of. You spin our head round, baby, right round. Here we go down. Here we go down, down. I'm looking for. Oh, I'm a little bit afraid of the red now. Little bit afraid of the red. I see Mr. ZJ replied to Gwenny. Mr. ZJ, I hope that you're comforting her with her thoughts and giving positivity in the chat. The spool is going up because let's put it upside down for now. Let's also see how fast this one goes. You know what I do? We figured this out through math. I'm going to use a weight scale to see how much the Can I reset this? Why is it not working? Okay, so these two spools are 408.5 grams. Hey, Mrs. Noodles, what's up? We are figuring out if we have enough yarn. 408, 408.5 grams. That's for the two spools. So now we are going to tuft and see how much we used of that, so we can have a better estimate. So now we have the amount of lines. So I'm going to mark it here so we know the average amount of lines that we can get out of the weight. Let's see. Well, let's see. Let's double that up because that didn't go so well. Perfect. Also, forgive me, chat, for not being attentive to what you guys are saying, but welcome and hope you guys keep each other company. Hopefully this way I can entertain as always. Something went wrong here. So we have to cut this and put it in. With my math skills, yeah, question mark. Non-existent. Non-existent math skills. Can't count for shit. Can't count for shit, but we try. If I have a calculator, algebra ain't no problem. Algebra ain't no problem with a calculator. I was always good with geometry though. Geometry was my forte in math. Okay, so now we check how much weight is left. $378. 378. So the total amount of 30 grams, 35 grams. Thank you, Gwenny. Paying attention. Better math skills than me. Okay, 30 grams for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 lines. Okay, for 18 lines, let's think about that. It's not the perfect way to do it because the lines are not full. So now we count how much we have here. Is 345. Thank you for that. So we have 345, Gwenny. No, sorry, 341 minus 32. How much would that be? Chat's helping me out so I don't have to take out the calculator as an excuse because my math is horse crap. Okay. 300 grams. So 300 grams with this amount. Hmm. 1.7 grams per. Sorry. If you divide that by 1.7, you get 181 rows. Okay, but that's just like this section, right? So actually, I should count the square meters instead. I feel that would be more accurate. Because the rows aren't particularly full. We need a ruler. If I can find one. Yeah, where is it? Ruler, ruler. Here you are. Okay, do some multiplication. Gwenny, we ready? Then maybe we can figure this out. So we have, let's say to compensate for the black that's here, we do 12. 12 times 15 centimeters. What's that in meter square? 12 times 15? Yeah, and then that number divided by the amount of yarn that we used, which was 30 something. 30.5. $5.9 meters. What? Okay, so I can do 5.9 times that. All right, that's okay. We divide. So we do 62 times 32. 62 times 32 divided by 5.9. Hey, Lamoon, what's up? How does that work then? Yo, work a bit. Wait, what is that then? So that's centimeter. Yeah, then we don't have enough, right? Because we only have half of that. So with the amount of yarn, yeah. If the math is mathing, you have 30 grams less. That's an issue. I don't really want to risk it. That's the thing. Neither do I want to make it orange. But ordering, so the reason why I'm like contemplating so much is because ordering this will. I ran out of wool, Lemoon. Gwenny did some killer math. I mean, the other option is to make it dark blue because they use dark blue as part of their branding. It would just be way less cool. Nah, wouldn't work. Just wouldn't work. Orange? Really? Nah. It. Heart and 8 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32. I mean, this is 30 lines, right? So if we do like 32, 32, 32, 32, we might be able to fit it, and we have like a little yarn left on it because we have 5 times that amount. 5 times that amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might just be enough. Might just be enough. You know what? We're gonna risk it, ladies and gents. We are going to risk it. I'm not doing orange. I'm not doing orange. Or we change the design. No. If you guys have ever wondered what a live crash out looks like, this is a live crash out. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Where's the thing? Where is the... Here we go. I could get more yarn, but the problem is that yarn typically has slightly different colors depending on the supplier you get it from. And this one in particular, and how much did I have? 300 and... I forgot how much I had again. 378. No, that was with the thing. So I had 309, yeah, indeed. Okay, we're gonna shorten. Can we shorten the pile then? If we shorten the pile, then we need less. We're gonna shorten it. Do I really want to shorten it? That means that I need to make it longer. Nah, that's gonna take too long. Nah, we can do it. We can do it. No stress. Just do. No stress. We're gonna go over it like a lot quicker than we need less yarn. Just do less fuck ups and we should. With the head included, what do you mean? With the core included? I'm not quite sure what you mean. The character is a bit over the background. Did you take out those parts? Yeah, I did. I gave you like a rough estimate of what it would be with just the part that we filled. So, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? So now I gotta make sure that the yarn is spooled correctly. Because if the yarn doesn't get spooled correctly, we waste a lot in the process. And we don't want to do any waste. I mean, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What's the worst that can happen? Watch it not be enough. Oh, okay. I should really shorten this. Just in case. Yeah, we're gonna shorten it. It's getting late. I have a lot to lose. Also, when I need it the most, the tools that I have are just not right. Is this it? It's way too big. Where's the tool? But thanks, Gwynny, for helping out. Guess who's back? Back again. Back, tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Crap. Hey, Gwynny, I think I found a solution. We're gonna just shorten this. Make sure it's unplugged when we're working on it. We're gonna shorten the pile height, so that the height of the yarn that's gonna come from the other side, so then it cuts a little bit sooner. And how we want to do that is by changing the gun's length. However, I'm not finding the correct tool for it. I just realized. Where is it? Here we go. Found it. And we made. I'm afraid of not having enough yarn, Kharafi. I'm afraid of not having enough yarn. And we need to do some live fixing. I have a list of the pile heights somewhere. Tufting sizes, that's not it. I know I made a screenshot somewhere. The question is where I did it.
Wanneer zou ik erin kunnen? Oh, heel snel. Oh, dat is mooi. Nou, ik lig in de scheiding. Oh.
Perfect. We want it to be 55 millimeters so that it's 9 millimeter pile height. Which is pretty short, but that would result in the shortest height possible. Let's double check what it is now on the other side. So the pile length, you know what? To really test it, we're going to pull one out and measure it after dividing it by 2. So now it's about 2 centimeters. So that's an 18 millimeter pile height because we have a 36 millimeter. Bit more, wow, 40. So that's way off between each nut. 42 at the moment. So now it's 42, which is 15 millimeters. So that sounds about right in what it is to reality. So we want to increase that to 50 to get the least amount of pile height possible. For those of you, hey Kaya, what's up? For those of you who just joined the chat, we are making some adjustments here. And making sure that we have enough yarn. So we want to lengthen this between each nut. And we're going to open this. Maybe I go into camera. Not sure if you guys can see this. Here we go. Ja, gaat lekker hier. Kan beter. Ik heb me net gerealiseerd dat ik niet genoeg yarn heeft. Dus we zijn het een beetje aan het oplossen. Om dit te veranderen. So let's see if we can get to 50 millimeters. 50 millimeters. We are at 4.5, so we got a way to go. Between each nut, half a centimeter to go. We're gonna pull it fully out at the moment because this nut is not moving at the moment, which is concerning. We're exactly at 5, so that's good. And then, Yokai, what was the name of the restaurant? Which restaurant, Kaya? Lazy Jane. Lazy Jenny. Lazy Jenny. Okay, so now we see if this all works. So we have a 5 mm pile distance, which would result in 9 mm pile height, and the gun should work in the same. That is okay, but it needs to go back, and in order for the needle to go back, well, that's impossible. We need to get a screwdriver. Just for context, this is the first time I'm doing this. Is it for? Is the restaurant already in business? Or yeah, it is. It is in business already. It is definitely in business. Oh, that's maximum. That one needs to be in front, yeah. And the needle needs to be pushed back. But how do we do that? Oh, this thing needs to be in front then. Can we do that? I think that loosens it a bit too much for my liking. Okay, let's see how that works. And the needle, quickly watch a YouTube video. To make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay. We can move the needle apparently to the front or back or what? Going good here, guys. Just a bit slow. Excuse me while I figure this out. Great music. Mhm. Okay, that didn't really help my case because the thing that I'm trying to fix is that the needle now is not protruding enough. Adjust the guide of the foot that the back end of the needle hole aligns with the guide foot. Okay, but that because now it won't go backwards enough and I can't move it forward. To the end. Okay. Move this a bit forward. 2. I feel like I'm missing a step. That's why I'm keeping like watching the video back. The problem now is that the needle is not moving behind the guide. So that part I'm completely missing. Adjust the guide foot. But the guide foot is at its max. So back end of the needle hole aligns to the foot. So maybe this is just way too long. This is just way too long. I can't work like this because the thing would just not work. Maybe we just move it back slightly and see how that goes. See if it works that way. Okay, we're gonna try it, but with a different color yarn because we don't want to waste our red yarn. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to turn it on, see if everything works. I mean, looks like it's working. So let's see if it does the correct length. Let's use black because we have a lot of black. Make sure your machine is off when you do these things. Put the laptop away before we break it. Also, Vive viewers in the chat, welcome everyone. Thanks for moderating, everyone. Thanks for keeping each other company. I wasn't expecting for the time that I was actually doing nothing that people will still be tuned in, but you guys have kept each other very accompanied. Mr. ZJ, Kaya, and also Rafi, thanks for moderating, and yeah, thanks for talking. All right, let's see if it works now. We're gonna do a test. Looks like it's working, but did it make it shorter? That's the big question. I think so. I think the pile is shorter. Not really. It's about the same length. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah. Okay. I'm done with trying to fix it. We're gonna risk it. Worst case, we need to find some new red. If the math was right, we were supposed to have enough anyway. I just wanted to be double sure that we have enough. Okay, no waste here. Ladies and gents, we are going through the next step. Rafi says, I love this content. Thank you, man. Thank you. I want to make the stream a lot better, like more one in February. We are going to do a stream and the chat influence what the design's going to be. So the chat will determine how much Pokemons go on the rug. And then we'll do some sort of a cool giveaway maybe on who gets the rug. So let's say that Rafi won Jolteon. We together we go and pick a Jolteon out. And yeah, 69 Pokemon is not gonna work, sadly. Okay, guys, here goes nothing. Hopefully we have enough. And don't have enough, we blame Gwenny because she did the math. Nah, I don't know. Okay, I made a mistake, but I'm not pulling it out. Because we don't want to waste anything. Oh, it's not looking good. Looking good. I'm officially afraid. It's not going to be enough. Okay. So we do some more math. How much do we have now? Two hundred and 228 grams with the center. So we have around 109 left. 109 T. 190. 190 versus how much did we have before? 378, I believe. 309. And now we have 190 left. So that's about half that we used. 96. Yeah, that's not enough. We're not even halfway. And that's gonna fill this side. Let's see. Let's keep going. Worst case, we fill the hearts or something. Oh, it looks good in the red. It looks good in the red. How many rows we do? So with that amount, we did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We did 18 rows with what we had left. And the sides, yeah, which is the thickest part. Important to note. What's your prediction, Gwenny? Will we make it? If the math is math. 38 rows, and we did only 18. I mean, let's see. Let's see. Oh, you guys are interested in seeing this instead of my voice? You spin my head round, baby, right round. There we go down, there we go down, down. Not sure if this is possible, but we gonna believe. What is that dildo? It's a cardboard dildo. Made in China. Oh, it flew off. It's not good. That is not good. Okay, I think that means that we have to stop. We'll continue later with that. And we're going to go back to tufting. You spin my head round, baby, right round. There we go down. Here we go down, down. You spin my head round, baby, right round. There we go down. Gen Zers are gonna be like, what is that song? Nobody knows the reference. I think only old people know. Or do the Gen Zers know? I am missing the tool to put the yarn through the needle. Unless chat remembers where I put it. Found it? Look at this teamwork, guys, we're doing. I'm freaking out. You guys are calming me down and doing the math. We're all believing in each other. This is some A-class trauma bonding right here. A-class trauma bonding. The best kind of bonding. Trauma bonding. Batteries not included. I try to be funny too sometimes. I try. I try my best. Let's go, chat. We believe. Does everybody believe? We believe. No mistakes here on out. Horrible. Fuck me. Come on. Can't make mistakes like this. Maybe, chat. Maybe. I'm starting to believe a little bit more in the mission. I'm starting to believe a little bit more. Or is that me just being optimistic? Come on, chat. Come on. Come on, chat. We can do it. Oh, it's going to be a celebration if we do it? Come on, chat. Come on. I tell you what, chat, my heart is beating. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous because honestly, we're not going to make the deadline if this doesn't work. If this doesn't work, we're not going to make the deadline. I think it's going to work, chat. I don't know about you. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Okay, chat. Let's do this. Oops. Sorry. I dropped you guys. I dropped you guys. There is a possibility. It's looking less grim. Look at that. We're almost there. Share math in between, just for fun. Okay, Gwenny, math queen. Let's see what we have left. We have 150 grams with the core, 157 to be exact. And without the core, it would be 120 grams. 120 grams left. How we doing? Around 20 rows is doable. All right, chat. Let's get it. It's getting excited. Okay, ready for the spinning? No, I'm not ready for the spinning. You know what? Let's use tape so we reduce the amount that is needed to fix it up. There we go. We use tape. So then we don't waste the yarn to attach it. 22.5 lines. Will we hit the jackpot? Will we hit the jackpot today? Come on. I believe. All right. Let's cut that. To oh, there we go. I gotta drink some water. Stay moist, chat. Stay moist. Very important to stay moist. All right. Here goes nothing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the outside first and not fill the heart, because originally it's supposed to be red in between. We're just gonna do the outside first just to make sure. Let's go. I see that these are not equal. Usually I would look past that, but since we don't have that much yarn, forgot that we fucked up. So we need to double that. Bum. Come on, chat. Come on. I see some fuck ups. We're gonna fill those first. Nervous. Come on, chat. Oh, please. Come on. I think we're gonna do it, chat. Very hopeful. We're gonna do it, chat. The math is mathing. Come on. Celebrating too early? Nah, we make that. There's no way we don't make that. There's no way. There is just no way. Come on. Yeah, we're there. We're there. We're gonna need to spool it one more time. I keep using the word spool, but I don't know if that's the right word for it. And thanks, Frankies, for the raid. Thank you. Always raiding this guy. Thank you very much, Frankie. Hey, Lizana. How you doing? Exciting stream today because we were figuring this whole thing out. Sadly, no Pokemon cards for the ones who are looking for Pokemon cards. But yeah. Let's entertain you guys with going around the world. You spin my head round, baby, right round. There we go down, there we go down, down. That's the best I got. Sorry to disappoint. Okay. We got it. We got it. The only downside to this is that I don't have enough red for the next Charizard that I am going to make. This is perfect. Thank you for helping out, especially Gwen. Big shout out to Gwen for guys us make the confident move of just risking it. Because initially when we wanted to start this red background, we were very unsure, or at least I was very unsure that we would have enough to cover the whole background. But you know, we weighed the yarn that we had, made estimates, and Gwenny gave the big thumbs up, the green go to move ahead. So yeah, big shout out. Thank you to do the math. Yay! This. So I've made the decision to fill the middle as the original design is supposed to be, because we have enough of it. I mean, we would have been able to figure it out ourselves, but yeah, it's much nicer if a person without undermining the effort, of course. That wasn't the point of the statement. Two heads are better than one, and I believe in it. Sometimes Grafi and I like to work together in the Discord channel as well, where we just help each other out. And I also notice when we do that, I said do, that we just work a lot faster. And on top of that, it becomes more productive as well. Now, I'm going to fill in the parts which I think are too empty. what we're going to do is we are going to grab this light. So for those of you who have trouble being productive, especially in creative sense, join the Discord every now and then. You do have to leave in a few minutes. Gwenny, before you leave, just know you're amazing. Thanks for helping me out. And yeah, it was just very fun to have you in the stream as always. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. We do have some empty spots here that we'll have to fill because I was being perhaps a little bit too greedy with the amount. Yeah. So we're going to fill this right here, especially. I'm going to pick up my boyfriend and the connection on the train just sucks. Yep. Classic NS, if he says. Let's see if that fixes the problem. For sure it does. This one needs an extra line. Here we have some issues. Wait, where was it? Here, right next to the heart. Top here. Okay, so now we also do the heart. To fill it up. Being super prepare with the amount of yarn we use, ladies and gents. We're gonna add lines here. All right, let's do the final touches. And we should be Gucci. Double check. Right. These ones definitely need some. It's quite messy from the back, but the front will look so much better. Just making sure that we have filled it as much as we can. With the least amount of yarn possible. This is the last strand, guys, so after this we'll inspect the front, see how that is. Just filling up some patches where we can. And we're done, ladies and gents. Chad, we have made it. Oh. We did it. We did it. Let me turn this around so you can see what it looks like from the front. Before we end the stream there. The next part that we're gonna do is glue it. So yeah, I'm excited to show you the front. There's a part of me that's afraid that it's not gonna turn out well. But hey, managed. We did enough, I think. Huh? Not too clean yet. We're gonna... I wish it was cleaner, to be honest. I wish it was cleaner. But yeah, we were being very careful with the amount of red we have. So right here, you see it's quite patchy. And you can actually see through the cloth, which is not a good sign. What do we think? Maybe you don't see it, but with the light, it's not seeping through too much, I would say. You know what? I'm not going to glue it yet because I'm afraid that I'm going to go back and maybe add some red if it's possible. I think this is through a bit too much. We didn't do enough. Unless we add pink in the middle. You think it looks good? Let me show you. You can see white spots. Like it's good, but it's not. Feel it's not enough. Yeah, from far away you don't. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the stream there. And we are going to figure it out tonight. See if I can order some red. I don't think it will be readily. To figure it out another way, because this was not enough red. Being too cheap on the amount is never good. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the stream. It was very pleasant. Sadly, we didn't fully finish it, but hey, we're a step further, and maybe we meet the deadline as well. Stay tuned tomorrow as well. Maybe we can see if we fix it. And yeah, all right. Thanks, guys. Everybody, see you around. And Grafi, I'll see you on Discord. Kaya TCG, thank you as well, and see you next time. Bye, guys. Was fun. See ya. And let's stay on so we can create a small raid. Since we got raided, it's also nice to raid somebody else. I don't know. I don't see anybody. Oh, we have different category. Pokemon cards. Let's do this one.